friends, as you guys can see from the title, today we are doing our final update of Pan Those Eyeshadows. I have my 4 shades in here. All of my rules are down in my description box. 1 single, 3 in a palette, and not too bad this month, not too bad. I've actually had a few surprises this past month, which was very exciting. So if you're interested to see where I stand with these 4 shades, stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so I will share with you guys on the screen what our color story looked like. It was one of my most challenging color stories if you looked at it from the swatches, but overall I think I had the most fun with this one. It made me think outside the box, especially during the season where oranges and greens and browns and yellows are more pronounced and more in our faces. So it was interesting to pull these out. So we're gonna go ahead and get started in no particular order. So let's start out with our first one. This is the e.l.f. No Budge Cream eyeshadow in the shade Sand Dune, I believe. What is it called? Yes, Sand Dune. Now this is my single that I brought in. Obviously my goal is to always use it 20 times. And you guys, I didn't use it one time. I have not touched this at all. I have been playing around with other things. As you guys know, I've been playing around with other eyeshadow palettes or trying to just use up the shadows that I have in other projects. That this one just took a back burner. This is an easy one, and this one goes with October, November feel and vibe. So I did not stress over it because I knew that this is still relevant to the following month. So this has 0 uses. This is only the second time this has ever happened where I've never touched a shadow. So it's staying in here because I've yet to touch it. Then we had the Sample Equalizer 2 palette, and I brought in the shade Love. So Love is like a burgundy, yeah, it's like a burgundy brown shade. Very beautiful. I will share with you guys where I stood before, and it's basically looking the same. So this is the shadow right here. So far, I've only used this 7 times. So it doesn't have a ton of kind of use on it, but it's still there. It's beautiful. It goes with everything. It's a really nice one. Again, I knew this was going to be something that I wanted to reach for in the month of November, so I wasn't stressing myself out over this one. So this is also staying in because I haven't gotten there yet. Now let's move on to the next one. So I had the Menagerie Paws palette in here and re-rolled in the color Chew Toy. It's a very vibrant limeish, yellowish green shade. So I will share with you guys where I stood before, and this is where we are at. I did reach my 20 uses, and you guys, I only use this as an inner corner highlight. This was very, very bright. So the only way I was able to use it that I felt comfortable with on an everyday basis was in an inner corner highlight. So the shadows that I'm wearing today, this would have been perfect for it. Typically what I did was do some sort of look like this and then put this in the inner corner. It was completely brand new when I brought it in, and the tiniest bit went very, very far, so I didn't need to use a lot of it. So I did get my 20 uses, so this is going to get rolled out. I'm very excited. Unfortunately, I did not reach for the rest of the palette like I intended to, but at least I got my use out of the 1 shade in here, so this is getting rolled out. Beautiful, beautiful formula. Then we had my Too Faced That's My Jam. The shade that I brought in was Grape Soda, which was a matte lavender purple. I will share with you guys where we stood before, and this is where we are at, you guys, with 20 uses. We all know Too Faced shadows. As much as you try to hit pan, these take a century to hit pan on. The good thing is that I was able to play around with this palette as a whole. This palette was brand new when I brought it in, but now I remember why it is that I kept this one throughout my declutters. Beautiful shade. These shimmer shades are just stunning on the eye. Love these 2 shades here. The only one that I'm just like, about was like this pinky one, but that's okay. So how I ended up using this purple, I mixed it in with browns. Different tones of browns, and it looks stunning. If you mix this one with like a cool tone brown, it gave you like this really soft hint of purple on your eye without it being overpowering. So I was able to use this one buffed out into the crease many times with shadows like what I'm wearing today on my eyes. Very beautiful. I am very happy with it. When I first rolled this one in, I thought I was going to be stuck. I'm like, how am I going to use this purple one? But it allowed me to get creative, and I mixed different shades to be able to make it work for me, and the formula was beautiful on this. So I'm happy that I got this in because I was able to use it, and I understood why I kept it. Okay, guys, so what does that mean? That means we are rolling out 2 palettes. We're gonna be rolling in 2 palettes. We have our single and our 1 palette that is still in here. So as you guys know, I love to share with you guys my color stories throughout the year. So I'm gonna share that with you guys right now before we get into our selection process. Okay, you guys, so obviously we're rolling in at 2 palettes, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit the button for the first palette. Hopefully it's something we haven't had before. This is our last round. Sugar Pill Cosmetics. I believe that is a Z palette full of singles. What a turn. Like, that is so fascinating that this was the first palette, like Z palette, that I ever brought into this project pan when I first started this project pan. And it has not been brought in since. So I'm actually excited for that one because I kind of missed that one. So we're going to bring that one in. We'll see what color we pick. So appropriate. The Urban Decay Naked Smoky. That is literally a dupe for the new Mario Moonlight palette. If you saw my video of swatching and comparison. Okay, so we have these two. So I'm going to go get them and then we'll see what we're bringing in. Okay, you guys. So here, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Couldn't find it for a second. So here's the Sugar Pill palette. So when I first started this project pan ever, this was the shadow I brought in, and that's 30 uses, you guys, and it's like a big divot. So I can tell you right now, I'm not going to hit pan on any of these. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are 10 singles from Sugar Pill when they existed. So let me... Here we go. 2. So since we are going down this year, we are rolling in this bright yellow called Buttercup Cake. So, oh my goodness. These guys have stood the test of time. These are super old, but look at the pigmentation on that sucker. So obviously this is the single cream shadow from e.l.f. And then this is Love by Sample Beauty. And now we have Buttercup Cream in there. Wow. This actually looks like a fall color story, doesn't it? And then we have our Naked Smoky. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shadows in here. So let's put in the number 12. Let's see. The easiest shade in here, which is this one right here called 13. That's odd, 13. Okay. How? This is like the epitome of fall. All right, you guys, so what do you guys think? For the last color story of this year, this actually came out pretty good. This shade is going to take me forever to take off because last time that e.l.f. No Budge, it legit was like no budge. So what do I think, you guys? I'm going to be upfront and honest with you guys. I don't know how good I'm going to do this round. You all know that literally in November, new holiday releases come out. I try to test out new different things. I don't go crazy when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, but I do want to play around with new things, and that interferes with this project pan, as well as me dying down and kind of slacking off a little bit because of the fact that I have been on this now for 10 plus months. So I don't know how well I'm going to do. I'm actually excited about this color story. This is a really nice one. I think I may do a get ready with me using all 4 of these to see if I could do it in a look and maybe give you guys that satisfaction knowing that I used them and you guys saw them in action. I might end up doing something like that. But I'm actually happy with this color story. Kind of reminds me of like Harry Potter, doesn't it? Is it me? Is it one of these houses things? I don't know. I don't know why it reminds me of it. Like these 2 shades do. Or is it like the Redskins? I don't know, you guys. I don't know. All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys on the video on the screen. Until then.